Okay, now is my mic coming through? I realize that OBS has reset my defaults. So, let's actually go back for a second. Nope, can't do that. Cool. Awesome. Anyway, okay, good to hear that you can hear me now, Eric. I saw that the mic had set to default, and even though the default is my mic, there was nothing coming through. So, once again, this is a Demonstrables and Demonstrables stream. Okay, good to know that I was not audible before. Fuck. Anyway, we talked about this demo in Beyond's channel chat yesterday. This is Void War. This is definitely, if you've ever played FTL, definitely legally distinct, 100% for realsies, we promise. And definitely also isn't 40k. We also very much promise that it is not Warhammer 40k, 100% for real. Anyway, I saw this and I'm like, okay, I have to play this, because this is, I have like 100 hours in FTL, and if you've played FTL, you'll realize that's a lot. It's a lot of time. That game really, really specifically pinpointed like a niche in my brain. It's a good one, I like it. So we'll see if this one's up to snuff, if it's up to par. This is your ship. As the commander of this vessel, you may select any crew member of the ship, including yourself, by clicking their portrait frame. You may also select them by clicking on them directly and dragging a box around them. Select yourself now. This is how FTL works. While crew members are selected, you may issue commands by right-clicking any of the rooms on the ship. The selected crew member will move from the destination, automatically perform any required tasks upon arrival. The system control interface allows you to control your ship's systems. Each system has an icon that corresponds with on your ship. All of your systems are powered by the ship's reactor, which is shown here. Each bar represents one unit of reactor power. The more power a system draws from your reactor, the more effective it becomes. You may hover over any system for more detail. While hovering, a reticle appears on your ship, unless it's behind the thing that pops up, showing you the location of each system. Blurred. These are your ship's subsystems. Subsystems are different from normal systems in that they are automatically powered and do not consume reactor power. To proceed, hover over each of your ship's systems and subsystems. So this is reactor, these are our shields, these are the engines, life support, which I guess is the replacement for O2, launch bay, launches crewed assault sleds. So this is like a very specific automated system from the old game, or from FTL at the very least. Launch assault sled, recall crew, unload crew, load crew. This is already, with even 4 buttons, more complicated than the old FTL automated boarding system. Weapons bay powers all of the ship's weapons. So we need to power up our guns. Weapons bay powers all the ship's weapons. Manning improves weapon charge speed. Even the most advanced starship weapons fall silent without integrated fire control computers to direct them. Somebody's having something about it. Oh yeah, but in the part of the intro that was definitely not captured even a little bit. How y'all doing? Good night for everybody. Had a weird day. I woke up at like 1. For no particular reason. Command throne. Manning grants evasion and charges subspace drives. Engines must be powered. Grants half evasion if crew are present, but not manning. Manning with commander grants extra 5% evasion. So he's got to be over here. Not right. Oh, fine. And then there's sensors. Grants visibility into the rooms on your ship. Achieving an equal or higher sensor strength than an enemy sensor will grant visibility into the enemy ship. Manning and upgrading improves sensor strength. So again, if you've ever played FTL, this is FTL. FTL Faster Than Light, really great game. Old as fuck, old as balls. One of the first games I ever bought on Steam. About 100 hours in it. It's a good one. This has more complicated subsystems from what I've been told, but we'll have to see. This is your ship's hull strength. When this reaches 0, your ship explodes and everyone will die. Fair. A pair of Imperial enforcers have joined the crew. They have arrived in time to assist you with a fire that has broken out on your ship. Time is precious when confronted by hazards like fire. Thankfully, you have access to the command mode. Press the command mode indicator, or the command mode indicator shows that you are in command mode. When in command mode, all the action is paused, giving you time to carefully examine the situation and queue up any commands you might have. Command mode represents your ability to think on your feet. It allows you to set weapon targets, issue crew orders, allocate reactor power, vents, airlocks, all that at the same time. Fire needs to be extinguished. Select all of your crew by dragging a box around them. Send your crew to extinguish the fire over that way. And then spacebar to leave command mode because this is just FTL. Sending multiple crew members will let them accomplish their tasks faster, which help reduce any injuries they might sustain. You have successfully extinguished the fire. Unfortunately, another fire has broken out on your ship. This time, instead of sending the crew to extinguish your fire, you use your ship's door systems to open an airlock and vent out the air room. Because fire needs oxygen to survive, so if you cut out all of the room's oxygen, the fire goes out. This is also how it works in FTL. All doors and airlocks... Okay, I just knew what to do, so... Notice how the room will slowly turn pink as the oxygen is vented out of the room. Now we can close that. Fully vented room will appear with hazardous diagonal lines. Crew inside the fully vented room will lose a portion of their health every second as they suffocate. Suffocation will hurt high HP units more than low HP units. That's interesting. See, complicated subsystems. It is time to prepare for subspace translation. Move the commander to the throne, which would be the equivalent of the flight deck. Notice how you automatically man the command throne when you arrive. You will need to power your engines before you can engage the subspace drive. Left-clicking the system icon will add power. Right-clicking will remove power. Notice how the power has been removed from your reactor and transferred to your engines. Small part, big part. With your engines powered, your subspace drives are now active. It is time to engage the drives. As you prepare to initiate subspace translation, a sudden energy spike surges through your vessel, destroying your engines. This is also reminiscent of FTL, where shit breaks for no reason. Your engines are now red, showing they've been fully destroyed. You will need to repair the engines before you can engage your subspace drive. Send someone to the engine room to repair that shit. I will also lower the volume as soon as I have access to the settings menu again. Notice your engines have automatically powered themselves. Repaired systems will automatically power themselves up to their last power state, provided there is enough free reactor power. Now that your engines are powered, you are ready to engage your subspace drive. We only need one guy in there though, so we're going to send this guy over to shields. Even though it might be better to have someone over in having this manned. Yeah, it does improve invasion the same that it does in FTL, so... As the commander... Okay, we can, in fact, open that up. We're gonna put that down a little bit. A smidgen, even. That's slightly better. Resume. As the commander of the ship, you must be present aboard the ship to engage the subspace drive. You can always identify the commander of the ship by hovering over them and looking for the commander keyword. Commander. Ensure the commander is manning the command throne, and then press the warp button. Oh boy, what a unique system. To be fair, this is a little more direct than your standard FTL map. FTL maps, basically as long as you're within range, between the points. You can go in any direction. This looks like a very linear projection. Like, if you go down this road, you're not going to be able to go down this road. Whereas in FTL, if you go down this road and then these are equidistant, you would be able to transfer from this node to this node. But this looks a little bit closer to like Slay the Spire, where there is forward fucking movement only. Don't even try it. So we'll go this way because there's more stuff along the lines. This is a star map. It contains all of the jump nodes in the current sector. Hovering over a node will display basic information about that node. Unvisited. You can use the controls to navigate the map. You may also use your mouse wheel to scroll through the map. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's an improvement. When you are ready, press the home button to center the map on your current location. Okay. Select node. Also, obviously, more 40K focused because look at these are the flying cathedral ships, 100%. The galaxy is filled with hostile threats. These servo husks have gone rogue and are threatening to destroy your ship. Fortunately, their ship's weapons do not have enough strength, or do not have the strength to penetrate your shields. You will show them the error of their ways. Enter command mode. Now that your weapon is powered, click on it to activate it. Your weapon is armed. Set a target by clicking a room on the enemy ship, like their shields, which are the first priority on any attack. Your weapon will fire as soon as it is finished charging. But their shit ain't shit, so... The 2 shots from your cannon cannot penetrate the enemy. 2 layered shields. You will need some help to overcome the enemy. Your ship is equipped with a launch bay system which will allow you to conduct boarding operations against the enemy ship. Crew loaded into this system will be delivered into the assault sled. The assault sled is designed to penetrate all enemy shielding before crashing into the enemy ship. Send your crew to the launch bay. I'm guessing both. Launching an assault sled is a multi-step process. Click the load crew button into the launch bay. So they're loaded up in this human missile. Crew loaded into the launch bay are hidden from view inside the ship. They are shown in a small counter above the launch bar system. Click button to target the enemy shield rooms to launch the assault sled. Click the launch button. Target enemy shield. Like, okay, I have to leave command mode. Your crew will now attack the shield rooms. So this particular mechanic was locked behind an automation subsystem that you had to buy along the way. Very few ships started with it. Your crew's killed an enemy and damaged the enemy shields. Notice the enemy shield icon has turned orange. This indicates that the system has been damaged. Alternatively, when an enemy system is destroyed, it will turn red. Oop, let's turn that the fuck off. There we go. Your crew will instantly damage an enemy system anytime they kill non-temporary enemy crew, enemy crew in the same room. This is a great way to quickly damage enemy systems. Your crew will also attack enemy systems if there are no enemies left to fight in the room. Your boarding action has degraded the enemy's defenses. Return your crew to the ship using the recall button. Remember, you risk losing any crew aboard the enemy ship if the enemy ship explodes or successfully flees. Which would suck. Like, imagine being on a fucking warp system to jump into an enemy ship and kill them, and then they successfully warp systems. It didn't happen a lot in FTL because I very rarely ran human boarding, but it's not impossible. So I'll hit that, and then I'll hit recall crew. Oh, I have to hit this recall crew button. Okay. With damaged shield systems, the enemies can now only recharge up to 1 layer of shields. Now your cannons will be able to punch through the shields and damage their hull. Continue firing at the enemy ship until it is destroyed. Okay, you are... So they don't have the same immediate skill system, because the way that it used to work... let's send one of them to the weapons room, and we'll send one of them here, because they don't have the firepower to break our shields either. So the way it used to work in FTL was that the longer a unit would man a particular station, the more skilled they would become at that station, and then like the faster they'd be able to do their task. This is a very slow grind way to murder this ship, but okay. Like, cause even, oh, I have to reselect. God damn it. There is an auto fire button, oh hey. We'll target the shields first, and then we'll break the rest of it. Okay, shields are permanently dead, but now the ship is exploded, so I don't need to prioritize anything else. So depending on like what your weapon system used to be in FTL, you could be like really fucking mean with how you would destroy enemy ships. If you had like ion bombs that would temporarily break shit, or turn it off at the very least, and either beam or flak weapons, those are the ones that do not give a fuck about enemy shields. You could target their oxygen room, and if, you know, if things are on fire and they're trying to man stations and they're trying to repair other shit, and they just run out of oxygen, you could have a completely intact ship that is just full of dead enemies. The Corsair vessel breaks apart, you salvage some material from the remains. You can hover over any of these damaged items for more info. So, repair drones, seal breaches in our repair system, that's pretty good. Bolt cannon, more gun equal good. And then 45 scrap. Nice. To view your new equipment, click the loadout button. You have acquired a repair drone, which is a piece of crew equipment. Crew equipment offers powerful bonuses that can greatly enhance the effectiveness of your crew. Crew equipment can only be equipped to slots that match their type. Since your repair drone is a tool, it must be equipped to the tool slot. You can also, you have acquired a new starship weapon. To equip it, click the weapons slot. Drag that bitch up there. Close the loadout panel by clicking anywhere on the interface. Note the total power of your weapon system is not enough to power all of your weapons. Your weapon system has a capacity of 2 bars, while your 2 weapons require a total of 3 power to operate. If you want both of your weapons, you will need to upgrade the weapon system. Press the upgrade button. This is just FTL. Non-offensive, but like this is just FTL. This is, in a good way, complimentary brackets. This is the upgrade panel. You can send scrap here to upgrade your ship's systems and subsystems and reactor. By left-clicking a system, it will upgrade it. Right-clicking will undo any unconfirmed upgrades. So we need to upgrade our weapons bay, and let's throw an additional reactor unit on there. It's crucial to keep your systems upgraded as you journey through the void. So now, we can power up the bolt cannon. Snazzy. Weapons are now fully powered. A sudden energy spike has destroyed your life support system. This will be dangerous. Without life support, the oxygen of your ship will gradually deplete and eventually suffocate your crew. We were just talking about this. You can send the repair drone you equipped earlier to repair your life support system remotely. Certain pieces of crew equipment, such as consumable psychic powers, will also grant the active ability. These abilities will appear on the portrait of the crew they are attached to. Click the repair drone ability and then target your life support system. Oh, that just was instant. Sick. One last thing, your translator has been enabled. You can use it to board enemy ships, escape from difficult situations, or simply, or translocator, or simply get around the ship faster. Try it. Ancient translocator. Target. Let's put him over here. Instant transmission. That's sick. This concludes your training. As you set out, be on guard against the craven pirate, the dread cultist, and the Imperial who yet clings to his fallen deity. Let none bar your path to the Vault of Souls, for only within its argent flames lie our destined salvation from this forsaken realm. When you are ready, ensure you are manning the command throne, and then press the warp button to continue with your journey. I don't know why we're vaguely going to David Attenborough, but we are. A listening station, eh? Come across hidden outposts of the Raider clans. Though it appears to have been deserted long ago, there's still a functioning signal relay on one side of the antechamber. The relay utilizes an ancient, powerful technology capable of broadcasting messages from ranges far greater than the conventional equipment. It is said that a certain Raider clan uses this technology for managing their network of operatives across the galaxy. You have the opportunity to broadcast a transmission. I do not want to pledge allegiance to a Raider clan. Let's move on. So this is a merchant, but we don't have a lot of money. There's a merchant going this way. So let's take the risk on the two unknown. A techno-cult vessel idles near the jump point. Its crew of machine priests, definitely not Adeptus Mechanicus, 100%, for real, make contact with you and ask you to escort them to a nearby penal colony. Penal. Apparently they have business with one of the prisoners there. Agree to come escort them. The coordinates have been added to the map. So this is also very typical of FTL. FTL, there are distress call missions that, either immediate problem where the distress is, or you do escort missions and just go from one node to another. There's random beeping. I don't know if that's problematic or not. Okay, so amongst the system, the quest is way out there, so that's not going to be a problem for a bit. You encountered a damaged Death Cult vessel. They are beginning to power their weapons. Shit and balls. Okay, so the usual deal, they have a hull strength of 2, they have an enemy shield strength of 1. Okay, so if we completely burst their fucking shields, we can then kill off their weapons, and then destroy their command room, which should, hypothetically, either be enough to kill them outright, or completely disable them. Okay, so shields are somewhat damaged. Slowed is new. I mean, that might be the equivalent of ion. Luckily, that beam is not good enough to penetrate shields. We need to turn automation on for both weapons. Okay, there we go. You slowed my weapons, you bitch. Oh. I guess they really didn't have much to them. The immediate vicinity becomes cluttered with wreckage after the explosion. Some can be utilized. We got 25 scrap, which gives us 60 scrap. I don't know if that's enough to justify visiting a merchant. Let's find out. An Imperial supply ship flashes into real space. They contact you, wanting to trade. Let's talk. Are you also journeying forward? I have encountered others like you, but they never return. There's an attack option. Now that is something I wish was in FTL. Lances always hit. Okay, so this looks like passive stuff, which new by comparison. An healing system would be pretty good. Bombard enemy ship with artillery, consumes 3 instant munitions to deploy. Loads enemy. Do we buy a third weapon? I think that would be dumb. How many munitions do we have? Do we have 0? Okay, great. Yeah. So munitions weapons are fucking useless to us. We don't have enough for a repair subsystem. Missile bay loads and fires missiles. Comes with a free missile template. Interesting. Or we can get one of these modules. Plus 2 DPS to all death cultists. Oh, well, I guess we're going with that. So more damage against death cultists. We're already at max capacity. We don't have enough or want these weapons. Okay, good enough. Okay, so we can go this way. There's nothing here. You continue making your way forward. But I would like random encounters. Come on. You arrive in system and find yourself taking fire from a blood cult warship. Oh no. Alright. Same usual deal. Destroy the shields, and then take out the weapons, and then take out their ability to dodge. Okay, so their thing's completely dead, but they do have 2 people actively healing it. We could target their main system so that they won't be able to dodge as effectively. There's that, and then we can quickly... Okay, now that's already yellow again. We can just let that go that way. And... yeah, we can actually... they're gonna die in the next hit, so it doesn't matter. Flying into space. Several cargo containers survive the blast impact. Get 25 scrap. Okay, so subsystems are all pretty good to have. We already have level 2 autopilot. Not enough scrap metal for that though. That should be our primary focus, because going from 50% dodge to 80% is pretty sick. Let's go this way. We can't go to... we have to go that way, so... matter of... It really doesn't matter. Actually, here we go. I actually don't want to find a safe place, because I need more scrap. Your cartographic data indicates the presence of an Imperial munitions depot. As you approach, the Corsair starship suddenly drops out of subspace and begins firing upon the depot. The workers of the depot broadcast a request for help. We must defend the munitions depot. As you move in to attack, a second raider starship emerges from hiding. The 2 vessels begin firing upon each other. You overhear intense yelling over the comms. Back off, you stupid slag-eating pile of... The Corsair ships end up destroying each other. In the ensuing fight, you return to the munitions depot and contact the Overseer. He is dumbfounded as you about what just happened. He nevertheless sends you a small reward in appreciation of your efforts. Sometimes shit just works out, man. Alright, so we got to go here. You find a raider ship accosting a transport. The transport hails you. They help. They want to enslave my entire crew. We should assist the transport. We gotta be the good guys this time. The raiders notice you moving in aggressively. We have no quarrel with you. Let us do our thing and we shall split the score. Nah. You're a real bastard, you know that? The raider ship turns and jumps out. Okay. The transport thanks you for the help. They transfer over a small reward and then jump out. Durplate armor. Pretty good. I guess we can attach this to a person. And missiles for an item we don't actually have. Just put it on our commander so that he can take more hits. So like individual unit accessories and stats, that's interesting. That's a degree of depth that could be problematic. You arrive in system, a short distance away from the penal colony. Penal colony. The techno-priests trailing behind you bristle with anticipation. Having nearly reached their destination, take heed, Commander. Our cognition engines have calculated a high probability of danger. The techno-priest's warning proves correct. Suddenly, a pirate frigate drops into real space and begins firing at you. You maneuver your ships between the techno-priest and the pirate freighter. As you engage the pirate frigate, the techno-priest allies contact you, offering assistance. Request assistance from the Technopriest. The Technopriest confirm your request. Commander, we have deployed a combat husk to assist you. That's interesting. Machine crew, or machine slave allied crew. I guess we could send... or do we have the combat husk? We're gonna go with a similar strategy either way. Oh, they loaded it already in there. Well, that's convenient. So they did kill it, but... yeah, it's not great. That's out. We can switch this one over here. Maybe just kill this guy. There we go. The explosion leaves minimal salvageable material. Nevertheless, you recover what salvage you can from the aftermath. Got a missile template. Requires a missiles bay. Great. Oh, we have a choice. Okay. May as well get the template. 31 scrap really isn't too much. You arrive at the penal colony without further incident. The Techno-Priest transfer over a small reward before parting ways. With a Fortress Shield. Reduces enemy DPS by 1, plus 20, minus 25 move speed. Interesting. You know, depending on who... That's minus 25 mood speed. What about Lyman? Lyman's got Dirt Plate Armor, which is just a flat plus 15, which sounds pretty good. If we send Frakes in... must equip in a tool slot, okay. Oh, that fucking repair thing was a one-time use deal. That sucks. But whatever. So we've got the template, we just need to get the system for it now. Ordnance Merchant seems a little on the nose, we should probably go there. These are all missile templates, but we can buy a missile bay. Install it right there. And we've got 30 left. Could buy some munitions. Yeah, that should be good. Or wait. We can also buy the Hellfire missile. Nor shield creates fire. That could be useful. Screw it. We have various missiles. Loads and fires missiles, upgrading our manning reduces missile cooldown. So this room probably needs to be manned by somebody. Do we have anything on the subsystem menu? Gladius and Hellfire, but it looks like we only do one at a time. But we should at the very least power it. We'll see if we have an enemy worth using it on. Oh, cool. Just 5 free missiles. You encounter a blood cult warship on the courier mission. It reacts aggressively to your presence and opens fire. Ooh, what the fuck is that? Just fire a siege missile at their life support, it'll be fine. Nice. Hostile ship breaks off its attack and begins powering up its warp device. Can't let that happen, so. Gotta take out its engines. Although literally the next shot was enough, so I guess that's fine. Some useful material was on board. Okay, so like the golden case thing, did I have to send somebody in to take that shit, or... I guess we'll never know. Stargate. SG-1, Teal'c. Ah, here's your greater FTL map, so this is just the first zone. Gotcha. Let's see. So we go to the Imperial Homeworlds, which is a hollowed shrine world of the Empire. Unidentified exclusion zone, Let's go this way. You enter a sector containing a cluster of Imperial shrine worlds. They adhere to the Radiant Dogma and are known for their nearly fanatical devotion to the God King. They do not take kindly to outsiders. So, are we not, like, Imperial dudes? Ah, we're in exile. You received a jumble of panicked broadcasts. They are urging from an nearby colony. Investigate. Panic civilian appears on your preview feed, or view feed. Help, the Imperial Arbiters have gone crazy. They're taking our families and shipping them off to asteroid mines. We can rescue the civilians, and then that's a problem for us. We can fight off the Arbiters, or Arbitrators. Hopefully buying time for the civilians to escape. Oh boy. This is a problem. This was a mistake, even. Might need to send a siege missile in as well. Our sensors are jammed, oh no. We really have to upgrade these subsystems. Hey, Kaya. Good to see you. We're doing demos. This is Void War. It's definitely not Warhammer 40k presents FTL at home. 100%. Legally distinct. Gotta be real. Oh shit. We'll just avoid out that room and hopefully that'll be enough. Will the missile hit? Alright. That's something. There we go. Now we can fuck about. We can target their life systems. The doors are not as much of a problem. It's giving battleship to me for some reason. So, if you've never played FTL or seen FTL played, it essentially is kind of battleship, but you know what the enemy's board looks like, and it's space. It's all about, like, usually it's about, like, building up a crew, and then, you know, each of your crew will get better at doing stuff. This one is definitely a little more grimdark, a little more 40k flavored, even though it is not an official 40k property. But it is on the, what was that fucking event called? Turn-Based Thursday Fest, which is going on right now on Steam. And I really like FTL. I have about 100 hours in FTL. At least in the Steam version of it. It is a comfort game, if nothing else. Because if nothing else, you just sit here and you watch people duke it out. It's fun. We can take out their weapon systems, or we can be really mean while they're trying to repair their shields and destroy their life support. Instantly red. That's pretty good. Okay, we can keep piling on there. That's damaged, so they're not going to be able to dodge as much. Anyway, let's just keep piling on. How was my day? My day was alright. It was pretty good. I woke up a little late and then didn't really do much. But, you know, sometimes we need days like that. Damn, there were like 15 dudes on there. You watch as the last of the colonial transports leaves the system before moving on. On the following day, you receive a message along with a small supply package. You saved my family. I know it's not much, but please take it. Antidote. Consumable. Grant poison immunity to self and nearby allied crew for 120 seconds. Ooh. And since... oh no, I have that dumb shield. We can just do that. We can swap those out. We need to get a second, like, full crew member. Imperial Shrine. Oxygen restored. All systems are all up. Subspace drive is charging for some... oh. You arrive at an old Imperial Shrine. Its structure is worn, but its solemn presence commands respect. Pledge yourself to the Imperial cult. I mean... why not? You swear fealty and devotion to the Imperial cult. A radiant warmth floods your veins, like the embrace of the sun itself, igniting your faith and renewed strength. All crews restored, plus 10 hull integrity. Imperial Shrine activated. Imperial citizen units appear more frequently in rewards and merchants. Only one shrine may be active at a time. Interesting. We didn't actually need to do that, but that is something. A demon-possessed starship emerges from your flanks and opens fire. Okay. No need to negotiate with these bastards. Oh, that's a crew of one. A skeleton. We just ruin his day. What the fuck is... I don't know what that is. It's probably like necrosis gas. We can vent out the system. Hopefully it works like fire. Looks like it does. Let's turn off the missile because he's not in the same space. Did he realize he was being targeted? That's weird. Okay, that'll turn the missiles off at least. He's just kind of chilling. But he did have enough time to break our goddamn sensors. Alright. So we'll have that fixed. Oh shit, the fucking life support is also out. God damn it. Should upgrade some systems. Up the sensor strength. Doors are probably a better idea. We don't really have enough to fully upgrade shields, so we'll hold off on that for now. Or we can prioritize that. Yeah. Because the helm being full essentially makes it so that 80%, our evasion rate goes from 50% to 80%. Which is why it is usually where I send people first. In terms of those upgrades. An Imperial commander appears on your comm screen, suddenly launches into a diatribe about Imperial codes for space travel. Suddenly his tirade ends and the ship launches an attack. Welp. What the fuck is that room? I guess we don't know. Okay, it's only a 1-level shield room, so we'll see how that goes. Well, that's just the worst combination that could happen. Okay, so we had to vent this room to kill the fire, but now there's no oxygen in there, so anyone we send in there to do repairs is going to start suffocating. Oh, and we have a full breach. Cool. Well, let's go kill our crew. because if we don't fix the fucking life support, we're just all gonna die anyway. Motherfucker. Let's siege missile their goddamn weapons. Ow. Okay, that'll buy us like a second. The enemy starts powering up their engines. Cowards! Won't be able to do shit if I attack their headroom. We killed them before they could escape. Shockwave hurls debris in all directions. Retreat as much as can. Choose one. Shattered reagents. Consumable ritual materials to summon an enchanted sword. That's 40k as fuck. Or chaos engine. Teleport all crew into the current room to different rooms. I'll take the other thing. So this is problematic. Life support's back on. We are refilling oxygen, but that's for later use, I guess. Was that a tool? Yeah, we could swap that out with an antidote. Why not? But yeah, I mean, like, not to say it as though it is not a positive, but this is just FTL, a little more hardcore, but it is just FTL. Okay, so we don't have a healing room in our basic ship, which is unfortunate. We were able to patch that hole, so yeah. We also don't have enough money to actually warrant going to a merchant. You encounter an Imperial vessel. Judging by the scorch marks on its hull, it appears to have taken some damage. Before you further assess the situation, the vessel arms its weapons and starts firing at you. Okay, but alright. I guess. Okay, gotta vent this. That's down. We're getting particularly low on missiles, so I think we gotta just chill on that, honestly. But yeah, FTL proper is a one-way death run, where you need to upgrade your ship enough so that you can fight off the Imperial fleet's head ship. At the end of the run. This doesn't have the same feel. It feels a little bit like equivalent going the other way. Close that. Let's go to a shipyard. They need rest. Abandoned shipyard floats into view. It appears to be a safe place to rest. Repair 10. Machine slave. That's 40k as fuck. What am I missing? Okay, let's repair the hull integrity, because that's exactly what we were missing. And then these two chuckle fucks will just heal as long as they don't take damage. You encounter a techno-cult armada at the jump node. These caravans are assembled by machine priests returning from their treasure hunting expeditions. It would be impossible to take on the entire fleet at once, but there may be a chance you remain undetected and pick off one prize vessel as the fleet attempts to jump out. Vessel transporting armament, attack a vessel transporting equipment. Let's attack one transporting captives. Maybe we can get a group person out of this. Attack a slow-moving vessel and disable its engines as the rest of the prize fleet jumps out. So these are both husks. I think we need to actually send our guys in, which is problematic. where's their shield room? That's their shield room. And then we, it's load crew, launch assault sled here, and then I guess they have to, like, grab it. Your crew breaks open a container. The prisoner inside escapes and escapes back on your ship. We just got a fucking space marine. Centurion. Immune to fire, creates death, or creates fire on death. All right, so he's a dude. He's a guy. He's a dude guy. All right, we killed one of their crew. Yeah, let's recall crew. So they warp back. He needs healing. I really should have bought that healing unit forever ago. And honestly, as long as we hammer on... Okay, there's fire breaking out. That's good. As long as we hammer on their shields, they kind of stay fucked. But let's just take out their ability to dodge. And also target their life support systems. Okay, that's taken out. Take out their weapons, and then continue to fuck up their shit. And they're dead. And we got 52 scrap and 2 munitions and a new guy. So that's cool. We do need to do upgrades, though. Okay, so we now have enough for another layer of shielding, which should help. But in FTL, that was also like the primary designation to determine whether or not an enemy could progress as well. If you upgrade your shields too fast, the enemies upgraded their firepower, like, exponentially. An extremist group has infiltrated a local space colony and is threatening to blow the fusion pylons responsible for maintaining the colony's orbit. Without its fusion pylons, the colony would fall into the dwarf planet below, unleashing a tidal wave of nuclear fire that would sweep across 2/3 of its inhabitable landmass. Recently, that's a sentence, by the way. That is that's 2 sentences. Hell of 2 sentences right there. Recent Imperial Census data shows the local civilian population at approximately 23.3 billion. So let's talk to these guys. Where was the Empire when the raiders came to slaughter our brothers and enslave our sons and daughters? When our hydro fields dried up and our Nutravats sat empty, all our prayers have fallen on deaf ears. We have had enough. So to lean into the 40k bit, this is very much for, like, the planets that fall traitor to chaos. This is kind of the vibe. It's like, well, you know, the God Emperor didn't show up in the 10,000 years of darkness that fucked up everything before the after the birth of Slaanesh and before the Horus Heresy, so why the fuck should I do anything for him? Remind them of their faith in the immortal king and his plan. The extremists laugh in your face. Hyperion, eh? The God King, eh? You still believe in that crap? We have seen the true gods of this reality. Their power is real. Okay, they're chaos worshippers. We have to kill them. An explosion rocks the feed as a squad of Imperial arbitrators breaks into the control room. Several extremists are gunned down in the initial barrage. Suddenly, tendrils of energy swirl from the floor, and something bursts out from the chest of one of the arbitrators in a crimson shower of blood. The last thing lets out a bestial roar. The feed cuts out. You see the same violent tendrils seeping into your deck, or the deck of your ship, and hastily ready your weapons. Okay. This is bad, but if it lets us... Nope. Cool. Awesome, even. Send the guy who's very weak in to fight the big monster. Okay. Oh, the colony falls into the planet. The psychic death screams of billions seem to add yet more fuel to the malevolent... I guess we'll just pick the wrong choice. The malevolent energy blanketing the region. You do everything you can to get out of there before you were overrun. Oh, fuck. Gotta kill that guy. Let's send him in to deal with that. Let's have you hide in here, and let's vent out this room. Or I could just vent out this whole part of the ship. Say fuck you to that guy in particular. You can back over here, and you can fucking hide elsewhere. I don't have the style of doors that can survive that. That's unfortunate. So he is also going to die soon. One of the entities drop an unusual object, fetid rags, immune to poison, poison DPS +2 type of armor. Okay. So that was bad. That was horrendous, even. All right, so Alias here cannot equip other stuff. We can give him. And this is Chaos armor, but it's better than nothing. This is not great. Okay, so that's finally filling with oxygen. We should probably fill that up. So that could have gone better, you know? Just like the wrong click of a button resulted in the death of 23 million or billion people. It's not great. It's not ideal. It is very 40k. Yeah, we need to prioritize rest for our guys. Oh, that's a full heal. Oh, good shit. Shattered reagents, consumable virtual material, summon an enchanted sword. Can I use that? Oh, that's like a fucking, that's an item, okay. That's an in-fight thing. I should have done that. That's unfortunate. I hope that survives between jumps. Probably won't. Yeah, no, didn't think so. Well, that would have been useful, like, a couple minutes ago. An Imperial vessel approaches the jump point. With its valuable cargo at stake, it hastily activates its weaponry, locking onto your ship. We are part of the... We worship the same god, Emperor, you bastards. I'm sending these two back in. You know what, I'm gonna send the big guy in, fuck it. So we load the crew, launch the assault sled here. Because we want the shiny. And also to kill their crew. Contains some contents of siege axe, you say. Alright, I can't do that while they're fighting. So our guys are pretty strong. What happens if we just murder their whole crew? We're gonna recall the crew. Oh, he's not having a good time. So, ship-to-ship boarding and sieging. The entire enemy crew has been killed. You search through the remains and find a few useful items. Cool. So this is very much so more focused on the idea of boarding and siege tactics. Let's give this guy a weapon slot. There you go. His armor is gone. I don't know what that means. Oh, we gave it to this guy. Let's not waste that on him. And he has a... Okay, so he can handle the shield. He doesn't have to move very fast. Okay. But yeah, very, very in the far-flung grimdark future. Ahead you notice several transport vessels docked in an Imperial Citadel. Hundreds of pilgrims line the docking platform. Imperial citizens seek blessings within. You decide to disembark and mingle amongst the pilgrims. One of your crew members, long steeped in Imperial traditions, instructs you on the rites of the faithful. A few of the pilgrims are taken by your piety. Some offer supplies, others offer to join your journey. Very cool. You depart enriched. This is why you always show fealty to the God Emperor. It will only go well for you. Unwashed brute, battle with endless toil, the stench of their sweat aboard Imperial vessels, one of the few universal constants. So where should we have him managing? Honestly, with how many fucking fights we're having, I feel like having him on doors is our best option. Speaking of which, we gotta upgrade doors. And sensors. We need our passive shit to be way better than it is, because holy fuck. I just spent all my money on upgrades, so let's go to a random thing. You encounter an Imperial warship. It moves into the attack range. Blasphemer, your soul is forfeit. So it seems like there's definitely more, like, schism sects in the Imperial shenanigans here. I don't know what this is. I think it might be a beam weapon. It is, in fact, a beam weapon. We should break that if we can. Breaking that seems like a good idea. There we go. That only distracted their entire crew. And they immediately fixed it, because fuck. Just fuck up their day. Motherfucker. An encrypted message cuts through the static, revealing the enemy's commander's face. They reached their limit and opt to surrender. No. We take no surrender when various scrap options may be on the horizon. Scattered breed litters the area. You manage to retrieve some useful materials. Choose one. So we can get another crew member, which seems... Oh, he's a machine priest. That's crazy. Or a basic bitch missile template that we already have. So, machine priest it is. I'm gonna have him work here. I'm gonna give this enforcer over to the sensors. Can you handle working this? There we go. Okay. Alrighty, now it's looking a little more FTL-ish. I really don't have enough money to justify going there. So that's the other thing that I tend to do. Demon-possessed warship, or starships emerges on your flank and opens fire. Oh no. I tend to hoard my scrap like a dragon until I have way too much, and then I upgrade a whole bunch of shit at once. Oh, he just ion blasted our goddamn shields. But we're still okay, mostly. If my shit could stop missing, that would be great. be just dandy. There we go. Fire in the shields area. Now we can... Let's take out their weapons. Okay, so they have some kind of, like, psionic healing going on here. It is interesting. It's not reinventing the wheel, but you don't really have to. This is like FTL was a great fucking baseline to work on. Alright, there's an abandoned research facility here. Entry to the interior sections is barred from heavy blast doors, but power may be temporarily restored to the facility by reactivating its backup generators. Even so, there would be no guarantee the security measures could be bypassed. So, here's another thing about FTL, if you've never played FTL. The type of crew that you have and the type of equipment you have can usually give you special interactions. So, like, activate the backup generators and access your shit by spending 5 munitions. This is like a standard thing. But because we have a machine priest, we have this option to circumvent the blast doors and access the interior. And for doing so, the rewards are usually better. There's a bit of a meme where it's like, any blue prompt response takes priority over everything, don't even read it. Your machine priest crewman divines the critical point of weakness in the blast doors and dismantles them. You recover the advanced technologies within. Got a night field module. You consider your new module. Install that bitch. Going into a fight with partially charged shit is bomb. You approach the Stargate. Do we go to the Death Cult Center, the Exclusion Zone? Regions battered by violent subspace rifts. A region besieged by the forces of Gorgoth. Yeah, why not? Why the fuck not? You arrive at a sector besieged by the Cult of Death. Once hidden within the apothecaries of medi-guilds of Imperial Society, these craven individuals shall shed all pretense and now openly proclaim their allegiances to the Death God. Who is definitely not Papa Nurgle, don't worry about it. You arrive to see a devastated planet in front of you. An Imperial flotilla is holding station in orbit, high above the smoking ruins of the surface colonies. Investigate. You notice a field of wreckage from a recent battle. Search through and get a bunch of scrap. The flotilla has become aware of your presence. They demand you turn over any artifacts found in the wreckage as they converge upon your position. You quickly retreat before you were overwhelmed. There. Guess don't salvage in the Death Cult space. Your sensors penetrate the veil of a cult fleet, you don't say, revealing several personnel transport ships navigating through sensor blind spot. Assessing their exposed state, you consider the possibility of launching an attack. Attack the one transporting cult members. You advance on the target, weapons primed. So, I have no fucking clue what that is. They have 3 shields, we need to burst that shit instantly. I like their little chaos entity dance that they're doing. That's fun. But again, they do have better shields. We need to get better guns. We have like the most basic bitch shit. Ow. Alright, well. And we go and see how... Shit. Alright, well. Load the crew, launch the assault sled, Why don't we assault it directly into their fucking, like, head fleet? Crew blocks, make room to disembark? Shit. Well, he seems to be holding his own. The fact that this is a 1x1 room is making this hilarious. Alright, we're gonna recall our crew. But they can't dodge because that's red. So let's launch a missile there. I don't know what that does. I'm concerned by that. Oh, and they did fucking ion damage too. God damn it. I really need to get a healing bay. It's a war of attrition, really. It's a war of attrition until I launch a missile. Then it became a boom. You lost, or you locate a surviving cultist. He is terrified and pledges to serve your cause in exchange for his life. You wonder if you can trust him. No. But it would be cooler if we did. So now we have a blood priest. Blood curse. Cast a projectile that deals 10 HP damage that curses hostile crew to spawn a thrall on death. That's fucking sick. Alright, we're gonna send him to the missile room. That's crazy as fuck. Alright. Unvisited node, there's an asteroid field there. Fuck that. The whisper of death cult guides my steps. Or whispers of death guide my steps. Okay, so... they have better sensors than us, so we cannot see what their deal is. Which is unfortunate. However... what if, hypothetically... we were to launch these bastards directly into their weapons room. We beg you relent. Here, we offer these supplies. Just a fucking dude? How about no? Also, we gotta stop the auto assault or else we're gonna blow our guys up. Oh, he can't do that while he's actively in combat? This is a remote thing. Alright, got you. Yeah, we can just kill their whole crew. That is a solution, I guess. The fact that that's, like, that would just speed the fuck out of, like, most FTL fights, because most enemy crews are not this big. Talk, trade... we really only ever use the siege missile. Yeah, the Gladius kind of sucks. Can I sell this? I can. Cool. Ooh. Ancient Citronome. Applies 5 to 22 damage to all enemy crew at the start of every fight? Fuck yeah. That'll be my third upgrade. Who gives a fuck? Alright, we got a bunch of shit. We should repair our ship. As boring as that is. And then buy a bunch of missiles. And I could have gotten this. I could have. But I didn't. And we'll see how long we can go before that bites me in the ass. They do not have actual weapons, so that sucks. You translate back into realm space near a solar corona. A death cult vessel nearby moves to attack. So if we bust their shields, that should help. Solar flare is similar to a FTL condition, so I'm not too freaked out about it, unless it's really bad. It's not as bad as it could be. You need to go here, you need to go over here. Send you over here to put out the fire. I don't know what that is, it needs to be vented though. Okay. We could just break their shit. That would be good. Or, never mind. Fuck it. Let's take this scrap metal. And also warp the fuck out of here. You arrive in system to discover a small, lifeless outpost drifting aimlessly in the distance. It does not appear to contain anything of value. You move on. Okay, so these summon hounds, but who has the ability for tools? Our engineer does. You can give one of those to him. Ritual hounds. The Shattered Reagent seems good, but that seems more like a defend the outpost kind of deal. Can give that to him. I don't know. They're literally psychers, man. Spelled the same fucking way. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Okay, so there is a shipyard. If we go this way, there's a merchant. Something's going on. You happen upon a death cult vessel lying in wait within the toxic subspace clouds. It powers up its weapons and lurches towards your ship. Can I blood curse? Okay. If I blood curse this guy, then I send these guys in there to kill somebody. Oh shit, that just works. That's amazing. Is their entire crew dead because of the blood curse? No, they're not. Damn it. That would have been really cool if that had worked. Like, 100%. Okay, so that's like solar flare, but with fart gas. That's something. Shit. The entire enemy crew is dead. Cool. I'll take it. Because the next stop is a shipyard. Let's scavenge munitions. Because that seems to be what we're burning through the most. No, let's keep the Blood Priest over by sensors. Because I still don't trust him. He is a Chaos Worshipper after all. You happen upon a death cult vessel lying in wait within the toxic subspace clouds. It powers up its weapons and lurches towards you again. These motherfuckers. I love the just take a fuck ton of damage at the start of the fight. That's just great. I'll take it. Except this is a big enough ship, and they have a healing round. That, yeah, no, we're just gonna fuck up your weapons. Okay, so just, like, completely wiped their shit immediately. That's amazing. This is a really good combination. Whoops. Need to get the gas out, and then we can warp. Mercenary broker for crew contracts, equipment, and consumables, or weapons dealer for ship armaments. Gotta get better guns. Talk. Have you ever sailed through the Murder Mist? It's a shroud of sorcery that engulfs the Fury stars, driving Imperial crews to sudden bouts of homicidal frenzy. I think it's a fitting harbinger for Crom's wrath. What do we got? We got the Neutralizer, which is a beam weapon. Does not affect shields, though. Will damage the crew. That could be useful, but we need something that breaks their shields. Hull damage per shot. Slows all crew in the target room for 20 seconds. That could be pretty useful. This is ion damage, which is not super great. Let's get the Graviton Cannon. Hull Reaper. This is a system. Fires a beam into the enemy hull, has a chance to restore your own by an equal amount, consumes 1 munitions of fire. It's a fire, though. Fuck it. Yeah, just put it right in the fucking middle, who cares? How much more do we got? We got 30. Can we get a weapon from one of these guys? Nah. Let's upgrade our power output for a reactor so that we can do that, should we so choose. Well, that's a pretty good deal. Okay. So the next priority would be to upgrade weapons so that we can have the fourth go at the same time. A Death Cult vessel, yada yada, diminished belligerence. Get it. Instantly just fucking McMurder them. Yeah, I think honestly just sending these two in. And then, the only room we can't affect is that. Or that. We can fuck up their engines, though. It's just, like, instant. This is busted. Let's just have him stand in there. Go to loadouts. Let's go to... Who's our go-to guy? Our Imperial recruit? He doesn't have a weapon. We should have bought a weapon for him. We'll try to prioritize that. Did you say McMurder them? I did. I did say McMurder them. That is not mine, but I appreciate it greatly. that is a Grimmy original. But yeah, these fuckers are all ready to get murdered, so why not? Like, we really could just yeah, no, just put them into the shield room. Which allows them to go 4-on-1, but we're just killing them so fast that it doesn't matter. Ooh, antimatter bomb. 27 seconds to charge. Hull damage per shot is 4. Munitions cost is 4. Double damage to systemless rooms. Ignore shield. High chance of subspace breach. Damage to crew members. This would be really cool. Yeah, fuck it, we're going with that. Recall our guys, so we don't leave them behind. May as well just have them stand there, be ready to get launched. What's our weapon situation looking like? We can upgrade the missile bay, that's 50. We can do that. We'll have to tune something down. This thing, it seems like a lot. Let's just have their other basic weapon on. You approach the Stargate, okay. So we can go to the Infernal Sea, which large regions of the space are swallowed whole by subspace rifts, or Imperial Shrine worlds. More enemies means more scrap. Shrine worlds might be better for other shit. Well, let's just kill some dudes. Also, we still haven't actually really used Blood Curse to the whole of its affinity. The fact that we have that thing that does instant damage, that does 10 damage and it resurrects them as a fucking enemy unit. That's crazy. Demon-possessed starship emerges and opens fire. It has one dude who just took 13 damage, who could also take another 10. But, more importantly, there's stuff we can steal on that ship. Let's take the munitions, actually. Or no, that's both cool. Recall. Oh. We just have a demon. That's fun. That's fun time. To just have a little demon buddy. Holy shit. That doesn't look good. Like, we killed everyone aboard the other ship. We need to get the fuck out of here. Or no, because it's a fucking demon ship, the ship itself is alive. That's stupid. Okay, we need to break that. Oh no, oh no. Oh wait, that's our little demon buddy. He can die without it being a problem. We need to send someone in here to seal that. So this is an interesting problem. Okay, we need to concentrate fire on there. Oh shit, and demons just keep popping up too. Fuck. Yeah, you know what? Ritual Hounds. He needs to get out of there. We need these guys to go in here and fight. We need to get him the fuck away from there. You know what? I'm gonna call that one. We gotta warp. Because we're about to lose one of our dudes. You happen across an Imperial vessel on a courier mission. They issue a chain of broken and incoherent transmissions before opening fire. Okay, well, you know, not very nice of you guys, but it is what it is. We have to go and repair that warp damage there, because that seems bad. Let's do that, and then just attack all their shit. Let's put a blood curse on him. Oh shit. We need to call our guys back because they're about to die. And we called back the blood demons as well, which is a little problematic actually. We need to heal our dudes. This isn't good. Alright, we killed them all. We really need to heal our dudes. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, reduce DPS damage. That'd be pretty great. Who usually? Who usually goes out? You need a weapon. You need help. But more importantly, you need to be able to summon random fucking demons. Okay. Alright. This is not ideal. Not ideal. I would not say that this is ideal. You need to go back here. You need to go back here. The little demons are gonna explode the second we leave, but should get a little bit of healing right at the start. You find yourself trapped within the currents of a large rift storm. Violent waves of subspace energy batter your ship to and fro from what seems like an eternity. Eventually the storm subsides and your ship comes to a stop. In front of you is a dilapidated hull of a giant spacecraft. There's something deeply unsettling about the ship. Well, we have to see it now. You board the ship and are able to get some useful material, heavy duraplate armor, and 4 munitions. On your way back, one of your crewmen starts convulsing and laughing uncontrollably. They seem overtaken by maniacal glee. You restrain them before they injure themselves. Return to medical. It turns out your crewman has acquired a neurological infection inside the Hulk. Fortunately, it is treatable. You administer the necessary medication to your crewman and move on. Well, that's good. That could have gone worse. You have armor. We can give you some duraplate. It might be wasteful though. As a shield, that's a tool. What about you? You're the engineer dude. He doesn't have an armor slot. He does, and it's poison resistance. Let's give him more HP, because why not make your tank tankier? And we can give this guy the anti-poison shit. Does everybody have a thing? No. We don't have room for those. Okay. So, current system missile templates modules. Let's see what they got. We got 122 Delios. What do you got going on here? Creates a gravitational field that slows all crew members on an enemy ship. Fires psychic blasts to stun enemy crew. Ignores shields. Can target own ship. Interesting. Constructs biomechanical worker husks. Well, that sounds like something. Seraphic resonance, it's lance shot fighters. Fully charges one random uncharged weapon. That's crazy. Do we have a lance type weapon? Storm cannon, bolt cannon, cannon. No, we got nothing but cannons. So, I like this stun blast. That seems like a good thing. If we can combine that with a graviton field generator, that could be real fucked up. God King's Mantle. Select 2 of 3 rewards and... Dude, module fucking alright. I'm gonna... uninstalled modules will be destroyed. I don't see the Death Totem working well for us. Getting 2 rewards instead of 1 is awesome. Worth. Big worth. Let's repair... And we actually have 41 missiles. I think we're good, actually. I think we're pretty solid on that. Infernal energy detected. Well, the harder the enemy, the better the reward, right? Or wait, what's our crew looking like? Oh, we still are fucked up. Okay. Fuck it. Into the infernal sea. Strange starship is available ahead. Dark energy streams off of its ports as it bears down onto you with infernal speed. Okay. So if I remove one there, I can power this thing. As far as beam on energy. Let's charge that up, but let's break the fuck out of these shields real quick. And we only need to send someone in to grab that haul, so let's... Our Centurion is our strongest guy. So let's load him in. We'll launch the assault sled here. Kill the enemy captain. Take the shit. Recall him. There's an anomaly surge going on, so that's not good. We can fire this thing? Okay, it is straight up just the beam weapons from FTL. Like, I don't know why I imagined it would be anything else. That's a good spread there. So the faster that we absolutely eviscerate this shit, that's not good, the sooner we will be able to bail and not get assailed by demons. Alright, we got our scrap. And the maelstrom actually subsides, so that's cool. But monsters come out of the little void area anyway. That's unfortunate. So demons just start showing up outside of the crack in the universe there. We'll let our summoned dude deal. He seems alright at it. Okay. So a little bit of healing. There's a little activity here beyond the regular logistical traffic. Okay. Ions. Yeah, let's not go into the Ion Storm. That'd be preferable. Intruders detected, oh no. Oh fuck. Did he explode? He exploded. Load him up, shoot him out, grab that thing. Kill the enemy guy. Crew. So this is definitely more involved than your standard fucking FTL game. The ability to like siege and like the built-in innate ability to send your crew in to do person-to-person combat and stealing shit from enemy ships really kind of gives you a lot more options. FTL was like, no, you were an Imperial hero, man. You are here to fight all these people who are doing all the bad shit in space. So there really wasn't a lot of like raider options. We have a bunch of scrap. What's the map look like? There's a shipyard, and then we don't have another merchant for a bit. We should upgrade our shit. It's starting to be a problem. Final upgrade on that is shield piercing. That's crazy. So, energy, another layer of shields. Let's up. Let's up our reactor and engine once more. So we're way harder to hit now. We're dodging slightly more effectively. What else we got going on? We really just should go out of our way to buy one of those healing units if we can. You rush to battle stations as you find yourself assailed by an unidentified warship. It is no longer under the control of a mortal crew, but instead possessed by a demonic will. Worse still, your intruder alarms begin to blare. Something has arrived on your ship. I mean, you say that, I don't see it. Oh, that isn't shield penetrating, right? Fuck. Can I send them in to fix this before a demon is summoned? It appears I can, but instantly loses all of the fucking... you know what, let's send you in to grab that stuff. Oh, I can't do that, but I can send you in to fuck up their deal. Okay. Fuck. We're playing like health bar chicken there. So they can no longer dodge. Which is pretty good, because I'm gonna blow up their weapons. Their shields are still up, we gotta wait until that's taken care of. Oh, okay, it does reset their stuff. That's unfortunate. So if we have to be able to be in the same room, I don't see how that works. I'm gonna send someone in to break their shields. Surge, which is not great. I can summon Imperial Hounds to take care of those guys. I can send this guy in here to help. Okay, I need to recall a crew. Oh fuck, there's fart gas everywhere. I need y'all to get the fuck out of there so that I can vent out both of these rooms. Fucking, what amazing timing, Eric. In fact, In fact, Imperial fart gas. Chaotic fart gas, even. I'll reset that, and once it refills with oxygen... What is going on with this fucking thing? Like, I'm missing all of my shots. Like, none of my shit is hitting. This is hugely problematic. Fucking... Of course the shield comes right back up the second I fire the laser at it. Oh, I need to go. You need to not be the one fighting them. You could probably fight them. They killed my blood priest. Somehow. Damn it. Alright, well, 2 injured people is better than 1. Alright, we need to get the fuck out of here. That sucked. Heal injuries. They killed my blood guy. That sucks. That's bullshit, even. Everybody go back to their stations. That sucks. You need to repair that, though. You need to go over here for some reason. Okay, well that's one less thing to do. And yet again, intruders detected. God damn it. Okay, so. We should fuck with these guys. There's no air on their ship, so we're gonna be taking damage. And we still can't deal with that. But we can send them in at the shield bay. So that's something. Just instantly wipe their entire crew and shields. Because why not? Let them not take too much damage. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more going on here than your standard FTL game. Why doesn't my ship have auto-healing? Do I just have to give myself over to the Chaos Gods? Like, what? Does not affect shields. This would be great if it did, but also requires 3 power. Fuck that. So, Dura Armor. Who are we usually sending out? We're usually sending out these 2, right? He can't take armor. He has better armor. He has, like, poison shit, which is weird. Why do you have armor? You don't go anywhere. I take your armor away. I feel like that would be more useful on my pilot. Insanely enough. May as well give these guys something so they don't immediately die. Give him an immunity to poison, which will help with the fart gas. Yeah, we still got some time. We need to build up some more stuff. Ugh, it's like a necro lurch. That is just a fucking Nurgle fucking entity. You're under attack by a demonically countered ship. Okay. Okay, I see it. But what if I just break all your shit real quick? Okay, that we have properly fucked their shields, which means we should be able to do this. There we go, just completely carve the fuck out of that whole room. Beam weapons are fun. We should switch these up a little bit. I only need one more shot, didn't really matter. Okay, the maelstrom subsided before that effect actually went through, so that's pretty good. Pretty good. Uh-oh. Fire, and also a twisted cult starship, rises out of the corpse of its last victim and turns towards you and fucks your day up. Alright, we can go full ham on their shields again, and then we can laser the fuck out of their shit. Oh, our fucking thing just wiped their entire crew. Holy shit. That was something. We're also destroying their life support and their primary bit. Yeah, we'll do that, and we'll destroy their life support even more so that the ones that aren't dead yet will stop breathing, but we already destroyed the ship, it's fine. That's what peak efficiency looks like in an FTL type. The battle continues. Oh! An Imperial vessel speeds into your path? What the fuck? Okay, well... I don't know why we're fighting an Imperial vessel, but fine. Flare happened, but luckily it's on an edge room. Okay, destroyed that. That's fun. That's the time. More cult vessels drop in. After the Imperial forces are overrun, you hear rasping over the comms. Chrome Grogroth Ariok, we beseech you to grant us favor. Malevolent energies explode outward from the dead husks of starships. Thousands of sorcerous rifts tear across the void, several of which appear inside your ship. You decide to retreat before things get out of hand. We have warps, which is a problem. We'll send you in there. We will send these two, I guess, in here. He needs to hold on to the doors. And I believe there's no power for this. Fuck. I can do this really quick. Or no, he's already in there. Either way. So I could stun that guy. They kill him. They repair that ship before it becomes a problem. Then we're golden. Yeah, that went actually quite well. Let's get the fuck out of here, though. Into a whole other fight. Never stop. Intruders detected. When will you learn, demons? Ah, we basically destroyed their whole shit. Alright, cool. Let's just break the fuck out of their shields. Okay. Orange isn't down, but we could send you in over there. Just have you there on the ready. Fuck it. Okay, their shields are down, which means we can use the beam. Oh no, Farkas. Oh no, warp. I really need to get that healing station. Siege armor or 51 scrap metal. Oxygen tank, immunity to suffocation. Okay, this is actually... Well, let's go with that. Subspace maelstrom subsides. You get back in there. You get over here. Who can take armor? Or no, this is a tool. You can take a tool. This is summons an enchanted sword. You also have the enchanted sword, Delio. Can you have 2 of those, I wonder? You can, alright, cool. So, Centurion has his own shield. You know what? Let's give you a combat shield. You end up fighting more than other people. We'll figure what to do with that. You emerge from subspace inside a murky depth of a rift storm. An old starship floats into view. It looks like it's been drifting for centuries. Investigate. Search ship come across a deranged death cultist. Despite suffering from clear signs of intense paranoia, delusional thinking, and general insanity, he seems to take orders well. So we got ourselves a necromancer. Alright. Well, you can replace the blood priest. What is your deal, guy? The neckwearmancer, Quen. Immune to poison, and he's a psyker. What if we made you immune to suffocation? That'd be fun. He's immune to poison, so giving him an antidote is fucking worthless. Now he can't die of being suffocated, which is interesting, that he doesn't already have that ability. Okay. It's gonna cost a lot. I want to fucking max that out. And I'll be real, I'm just gonna put 2 more into the reactor. We are basically broke. But now this thing can go through shields. Which is pretty fucking good, I think. Arrive in the midst of the rift storm, an outpost looms out from the turbulent murk as ionic bursts, whatever. Intruders are on board. It's a problem. Oh, there are no corpses to animate, so that's worthless. Or no, it just takes a long time to do. Both can be true. Okay, well he's nearly dead, so that's fun. We got these ghouls. Alright, let's go the fuck out of here. To the mercenary broker with no money. Let's trade. Ooh, we can get an Imperial Psyker who can do fire. Well, we could if we didn't spend literally all of our money. Shit. We could buy this weapon. And we could not do anything else. So that sucks. We'll give the weapon to Varys here. Straight into the infernal energy node. Hydrate and posture check. I think I will do that. As soon as my dudes aren't dying. This seems like a waste, but fuck it. I need him to not take damage. This doesn't care about shields anymore, so we can do this. Or wait, no, that's the one that targets an enemy. This one here. That, and then we can focus everything on shields. Especially our siege missile. Okay, so that's problematic. Send somebody in there. Oh, wait, it's a one-person room, shit. Okay. This is also taking significantly longer than a standard game of FTL. I realize we've been going at this for 2 hours. Which is a test to its quality. Beyond the... Oh, well. The crew of the Triumph of Heaven continues its in the Dark Shroud for forever. I was about to say, it's a long demo. Interesting. Well, that's Void War. It is just FTL with way more systems. And it's just 40k. It's 40k FTL. What do you want? It's good. It's good. It's also on sale because it's out already. It came out recently. Let me see. Right, didn't. Void War is currently 10% off. It is $20 normally, $17.99 right now. That is part of its launch discount. This was on the turn-based strategy Thursday fucking event. This thing's great. It's exactly what it is. Like, there's a lot more to it than the standard shit, but like, what you see is what you get. Void War's solid. It's a good one. I'd recommend it. If you liked FTL, it's good. If you like anything vaguely within the space of Warhammer, this is also kind of like a minimalist version of that. It's a good one.